Hello everyone. Uh, Today I am going to discuss a topic inbuilt data structure in Python. So in Python there are basically four data structures: list, tuples, sets and dictionaries. We can start with list. List can be used for any type of object from numbers and strings to more list. Means we can add any kind of object in a list which having a data type number, character, string, anything. There are exist just like strings. For example, slicing and concatenation. So they are very simple to use and they are variable in a length. So they can grow and shrink automatically as they are used. In reality, Python lists are C arrays inside the Python interpreter and act just like an array of pointers. Means if you want to access the element of that particular list by using their location, so you can use it by using their index number, just like a pointer in an array. There are various functions that can be carried out on list like append, extend, reverse, pop, etc. Here is a illustration of simple list. For declaration of list, we are directly use the list name L is equal to, and you need to specify the element in a square bracket. So here we are using element 1 a string, and directly we are adding two numbers 1 plus 2. So there is no need to specify the variable name. You can directly add the numbers in that particular element section. So here one is a object which is having, one is an element which is having a number data type, a is a having character data type, string is having string data type. While when we are going to print a list, it will directly print all elements of the list 1 a string 3. If you want to add another element in a list, you need to use append function. When you are using append function, you need to specify the element. So we are adding 6, so we need to specify 6 into the parenthesis. When we are printing the list again, so it will append that element at the last position of a list. So 6 is added at the last position of a list. When we are doing pop operation, so it will directly remove the element from the last position. So the new element is added in the list is 6. When we are doing pop operation, it will directly remove the 6 from the list. When you are again printing the list, it will show 1 a string and 3. So 6 is removed from the list. When you want to print a specific element from a list, so you need to specify the index number. In previous slides we discussed that lists are similar to the C array. So array, in array the index position of elements are start with 0, position 0. Here also the elements of a list are starting position by 0. Means 1 is having index position 0, a is having index position 1, string is having index position 2, and 3 is having index position 3. Here you are using index position 1 in a square bracket, so it will print a. If you want to print any other element, so you need to specify the respective index number into that square bracket. The next data structure is dictionary. Dictionary is similar to the hash or map in other languages. It consists of key value pairs. The value can be accessed by unique key in the dictionary. This is the main point. Unique key. Unique key means what? For a particular value, if you are assigning any key, so it cannot be modified after creation of dictionary. So basic syntax for a dictionary is key name colon value. Uh, the example of dictionary to create dictionary, we are using curly braces. So for creating dictionary, we are just using dictionary name and directly assigning curly braces. After that, if you want to add pairs into the dictionary, so you need to specify directly key names with a dictionary along with a dictionary name and use assignation operator and then value. So here d xyz, xyz is a key and assignation operator is equal to, and you are assigning a value 1 2 3. You need to specify key values in a square bracket. After that, we are adding another element ABC into the dictionary and assigning value 3 4 5. While printing the whole dictionary, you just need to specify the dictionary name. So you are specifying dictionary name D. So it will print whole list. So first it will print key, then its value. So key value is xyz colon, its value is respective value is 1 2 3, and for ABC its respective value is 3 4 5. Then if you want to print only the key values in a dictionary, then you need to specify d dot keys. So it will directly print the key values. So key values are xyz and abc, so it will print that only. If you want to print the values, only values from the dictionary, so you need to specify d dot values, so it will directly print the values from the dictionary. If you want to print the whole elements from the dictionary, so you need to use loop. Here I am going to use for loop. So you just need to specify the dictionary name in the range section. So here for I in D, so it will iterate till the last element of the dictionary. Here percent as and percent d are the format specifier. So our key is in the format of string, so that's why we are using format specifier percent s, and the value is a numeric, that's why we are using format specifier percent d. So it will print the all elements by using iteration. So it will print xyz 1 2 3, then abc, again key and value is 3 4 5. There is another method of iteration using enumerate function. While using enumerate, it will print the index number of a particular element of a dictionary. So the first element is xyz, key value pair xyz and 1 2 3, the index number is 0, and second element is abc 3 4 5, so their index number is 1. Then if you want to check that key is exist in a dictionary or not, then you can just specify that key name. So here the statement is print xyz in D, so it will check whether it is exist or not. If it is exist, then it will give a respond using boolean. So boolean means there are having only two values, either true or false. If the value is present, it will show true. If value is not present, it will show false. So xyz is already present in a dictionary, so it will show true. After that, you are deleting the element xyz from a list. So that's so there you need to use keyword del. After using del, you need to specify dictionary name and then key value. So xyz is now removed from the dictionary. If you are again checking the same, that particular key is available in a dictionary or not, then it will showing the answer false, because the element is already removed from the dictionary. Next data structure is tuple. Python tuples work exactly like Python list, except they are immutable. They can't be changed in place. They are normally written inside parentheses to distinguish them from list. Since tuples are immutable, their length is fixed. They are not grow and shrink like a list. Okay, to grow or shrink a tuple, you need to create a new tuple. So illustrating a tuple here, I am taking the same element like a list. So just you want to if you want to create a tuple, you just need to specify the tuple name. I am taking tup is a tuple which consists the element 1 a string, and I am adding two numbers 1 plus 2. So if you want to print whole tuple, you just need to specify the tuple name. So print tup, it will directly print the element from the tuple. If you want to print any single element from the tuple, you just need to specify their index number. Here also I am taking an index number 1, that's why it prints a. For concatenating two tuples, you need to specify two tuples. So I am taking tuple 1 and tuple 2. So tuple 1 is equal to tuple 1 is having values 0 1 2 3, and tuple 2 is having values python and geek. While concatenating, you just need to specify this addition operator. Just print tuple 1 plus tuple 2, it will directly show all element in a single parenthesis. So 0 1 2 3 python and geek. The last data structure is set. Set is unordered collection of unique object. It means their elements are not in a sequence, they are placed in random location. So set operators, so we are performing set operations such as union. To performing these operation, we can also perform it by using operator. So for performing union operation, you can use pipe. For intersection, you can use ampersand, and for difference, you can use minus operator. Sets are immutable. Once created, further data can't be added to them. When sets are created, you can't add any element in the set. Parentheses are used to represent a set. Objects placed inside this bracket would be treated as a set. So here is a illustration of a set. I am creating two sets, set 1 and set 2. While adding the element to a set 1, I am using for loop. I am specifying the range 1 to 6 by using range function. It will iterate from 1 to 5. Because range function cannot iterate element, we are specifying at the last. So it will iterate 1 to 5, and that's why we are adding 1 2 3 4 5 in a set 1. In second set, we are specifying the range 3 to 8, so it will add the element 3 4 5 6 7. When I am printing a set, it will shows all set elements. Thank you.